Welcome to Mindgeist. My name is Sarah, and today we'll be exploring your feet, your toes, and your calves in a Yin Yoga and stretching session. With any Yin Yoga class, if any position brings up pain, you must stop. Yin Yoga does require tension, but not pain. You can always go into child's pose or lying position to give yourself a rest between poses. We all know that exercise is great for the body, but the most neglected part of the body can be the hard-working, humble soldiers of the body that are the feet. If you're able to do foot exercises daily, you will find that strengthening your feet can help with any common foot problems like pain, joint stiffness, and fascia-related issues. Let's start with some standing up calf strengthening stretches. Stand upright and place your toes on a step or raised object. It could be a large book, a block, or a box. Keep your legs straight and lean towards your toes. Stay here for about a minute and then change sides. You can build up to 3 minutes on each side as you get more experience. There are many different versions of a calf stretch. This one is the only one designed to load the muscles down the back of the legs, but also to allow you to see how the tension in your calves might be affecting your whole body while walking. You will need a bathroom towel folded and rolled, and a chair or wall for balance. Start by standing facing the rolled towel. Place the ball of 1 foot on the rolled towel and gently lower the heel to the floor. Take a few seconds to straighten both legs all of the way, keeping the thigh muscles relaxed. Once you're used to this position, take small steps forward with the other leg. Ideally, your body should be stacked over your stretching leg. If your body starts leaning forward, or if you have to bend either knee, scoot the foot back until you can maintain the stretch without these compensations happening. Start out with 1 minute each side. As the foot is often held against flat, unchanging surfaces, such as a shoe, the numerous joints in the foot are not encouraged to move individually. Stepping on surfaces that vary in size and shape is what keeps the joints mobile. So to wake up these areas, you're going to get on a ball. You need a tennis ball or a myofascial release ball. Start by placing just the front of the foot on the ball. Let your foot drape gently over the ball. When you start working the ball, keep the heel down on the ground. Slowly move your foot forward 2 centimeters at a time, spending 20 to 30 seconds just standing with the ball underneath the area. Once you've worked as far back as you can without lifting your heel, switch to the other foot. The second exercise with the ball, start again by placing the ball underneath your foot. This time, roll your foot over the ball, keeping the heel down, exposing the side of the foot to the sensation of the ball. If your feet are very stiff, start working your feet on the ball while sitting down. Sitting reduces how much weight is over the ball, which reduces pressure. Once you notice improvement, you can increase the pressure by standing. The more you explore the sole of your foot with a rounded surface, the more you will gently stretch muscle and move joints in a way that is unique, natural, and healthy. Next up, we're going to try toe lifts, which is about moving the toes individually. Now this isn't easy, so start with your bare feet and pointing straight ahead. See if you can isolate the muscles that lift the big toe. Getting it to lift off the ground without taking any other toes with it. When lifting the toes individually, the foot and ankle should not change position, meaning you shouldn't roll your ankle slightly to help when you get the toes up. These muscles have muscles of their own, and these muscles need to learn to work. So if you're having a hard time getting started, you can lean forward and hold the other toes down to help your brain isolate the tissue that you're trying to use. You can also hold the big toe down with your other foot and lift every toe except the big toe. Now remember, trying is better than doing nothing. Now we're going on to holding hands with your feet. Sit in a comfortable position where you can get to your toes easily. Crossing one leg over your knee works best. Place one fingertip between the tips of each toe, starting as far away from your foot as possible. Just placing your fingers in between your toes will give you a good stretch, but as the muscles begin to restore their length, you can work your fingers further down until your fingers eventually hold hands with your feet. As time goes on, you can experiment and turn your fingers away from each other. After taking your fingers out, try standing up and spreading the muscles on their own. Are you able to spread better now? The next stretch is a lying down calf stretch. For this one, you'll need a yoga cloth strap or a plain cloth strap with not much elastic in the strap. Lying down, place the strap over the ball of your left foot and pull downwards to the point of tension. Your right leg can be lying all the way down for more tension, or you can have your knee up for less tension. Play around with it. You can stay here for 1 to 3 minutes on each side, pulling the leg towards you for more tension. Now remember, each side might be different. You might be very stressed on your left side, but your right side is a lot looser. Play around with it. The next position is called the squat. A squat is an intense pose, so take your time getting into the pose. We'll be here for 3 minutes. Start by standing with your feet hip-width apart. Feet turned slightly outward. Squat down with your arms in front of you for counterbalance. When you're all the way down, your hands can be in prayer position, with your elbows lightly resting against your knees or shins. You can also use a rolled up towel under your heels or a bolster if that helps. There are many different ways your body prefers this pose. You can widen the distance between your feet or turn your feet more outward. As with all Yin Yoga poses, every body is different. Take your time finding your optimal position with the squat. Find the place where you can relax into the pose. When your feet are wide apart, you may feel more tension in the hips. When your feet are close together, perhaps even touching, you may feel more stretch in your ankles. Experiment with the squat and you will be rewarded with a go-to lower leg pose targeting the ankles, knees and hips. And don't forget, when you're breathing, to breathe into the area of your lower leg. If you need to move throughout the squat pose to change your position, please do so. Make sure you're at your most relaxed in the squat. Now taking your time to slowly come out of the squat onto a lying position for the next resting pose. Lying on your back in resting pose, arms by your side, palms up, legs hip distance apart. Take the time to relax and let your body take in the last intense squat pose. Breathing in and breathing out. Breathing in and breathing out. And if thoughts arise, and they will, sweep the thoughts away. Breathing in and breathing out. Now stretching your hands above your head and stretching your toes as far as they will go. Bring yourself up into a kneeling position for toe squat. The next pose is called toe squat. The toe squat is a particularly intense pose but does wonders for your feet. It's my go-to foot pose if I only have 3 minutes. The primary target areas are toes and ankles. Firstly, if your knees hurt, sit up on a block or a book. If your ankles and toe joints are very tight, just stay as long as you can, say 1 minute out of 3 minutes. Begin by sitting on your heels with your feet together. Tuck your toes under and try to be on the balls of your feet, not your tippy toes. Reach down and tuck the little toes under. Let them join in. Don't stay if you are in pain. You can come in and out of this pose as you please. You can deepen the pose by allowing the knees to slide forward, deepening the flexion and stress into your toes. Make sure you direct your breathing to the feet area, creating more space for the pose to do its magic. Breathing in and breathing out. Breathing in and out. Now we're halfway through now, and in Yin Yoga you are allowed to scream out in pain. You can make as many noises as you like. Remember to breathe in to your toes and ankles. Breathing in and breathing out. Now remember, you can come out of the pose and go back in. Breathing in and out. And if your mind wanders, and it will, just sweep the thoughts away and gently come back to the sound of my voice. Breathing in and out. Now, coming out of the pose slowly, lean forward onto your hands, lift your hips forward and release your feet. You can tap the top of your feet on the ground, bending forward. This releases the energy of the pose. The next pose is called Child's Pose. Begin by sitting on your heels and then slowly fold forward, bringing your chest to your thighs and your forehead to the earth. Hands can go back beside the feet, or you can place your arms stretched forward. It's up to you. The target areas for this pose are the spine, the hips, the knees, and the ankles. You can also place a bolster or a cushion under your head, or alternatively, lay over a bolster sideways or long ways. It's up to you how you feel more comfortable in this pose. Now, breathing in, remember that breathing into the area of the spine, the hips, the knees, and your ankles creates space in your body. So breathing in and breathing out. Breathing in and breathing out. And if your mind wanders, and it will, bring your attention back to the sound of my voice. Breathing in and breathing out. Breathing in and breathing out. Now slowly coming up and rolling on to your back for our final position of Shavasana. Coming now to our final pose of Shavasana, or rest pose. Lay down on your back with your legs hip or mat distance apart, arms by your side with your palms up. Make sure you're warm enough. You may need to place a blanket over you. We'll be here for 6 minutes as your body absorbs all the stretches, the muscle fascia changes that have taken place. This is a very important part of the practice, to take in all the changes you've explored. Now, closing your eyes, take a deep breath, watching your breath reaching every part of your body, from your feet to the crown of your head. Now, allowing your body to sink, take another deep breath and push all of that energy out of your body with a big sigh. Push it out, push it out. Now watch as your body sinks down to the earth, sinking deeper and deeper below the floor, below your building, below your city, below your town or your suburb, sinking beneath the earth. Let your muscles and fascia sink into a watery daze below the earth. Breathing in and out. Floating deeper and deeper and deeper into the earth. And if thoughts arise, and they will, just sweep those thoughts away, sinking deeper and deeper into the earth. Always coming back to the sound of my voice. Breathing in and out. In and out. Allowing your body to absorb all the changes, all the tension, all the intensity of Yin Yoga, and resting in the deliciousness of the release as your fascia bends its way back to life. Breathing in and out. Breathing in and out. Now, if thoughts arise, always come back to your breathing. Notice the breath from your feet all the way to the crown of your head. Breathing in and out. Breathing in and out. Now slowly begin to notice the sounds around you. The sounds from the outside of the building. The sounds from inside the building. The sounds inside this room. And the sound of your body breathing. Begin to become aware of your body on the floor, on the mat. Your breath sweeping inside your body and your breath sweeping out of your body. Now take a deep breath, allowing the breath to take in the whole room and your whole body as one. Now you can wiggle your toes and stretch your arms above your head as far as you can. Slowly move to the right side and stay in fetal position, enjoying the calmness, the pleasure in your relaxation and the pleasure in your body. It's a good idea to slowly move about in the next hour or so. You've moved a lot of energy in your body, and you may find that having a bath or shower is an excellent way to enhance your Yin Yoga experience. Continue to go back to these foot exercises daily. And once you have them down pat, you may find that your body craves that strength and your body loves what it deserves. Thank you for taking the time to look after your feet and toes today with Mindgeist. Congratulations, you have nurtured yourself.